Hey everybody. For all you pickle snobs out there that think that a good kosher dill pickle is the only pickle there is, I've got news for you. This recipe for sweet pickles just blew me away the first time I tried it. I wanted to share it with y'all. The ingredients are very simple: sugar, pickling salt, white vinegar, and the spices as you see here: dill seed, celery seed, yellow mustard seed, and turmeric. Now, the method used to make these pickles is referred to as the refrigerator method and does not give you the shelf life as pickles that are prepared using a hot water bath. All the ingredients are put together fresh, refrigerated for a short time, and then put straight into some sterilized jars. They typically will have a shelf life of about 3 to 4 weeks at the most, and that's in the refrigerator. This recipe makes about 6 pint jars worth of pickles, so if you're not going to be able to consume that many yourself, you'll have several to give away to friends and family. Believe me, they'll love you for it. As you can see, we just have combined all our dry ingredients, the salt, the sugar, and the spices. Then we added our 4 cups of vinegar, and we're just going to gently stir this until we get the sugar and the salt dissolved into the vinegar. We're going to slice these onions. I like using a mandolin slicer. You get a nice consistent thickness whenever you use it to slice your onions and your cucumbers, and that's definitely the way I recommend preparing the onions and the cucumbers for this recipe. I will also recommend that you use the safety guard when using one of these mandolin slicers. From personal experience, they can cut your fingers if you're not paying attention. So use that safety guard, and as you see, you get nice, consistent, even thin slices, both on the onions and the cucumbers. I recommend using a 9 by 4 inch Tupperware here that comes with a lid, because as you see here, when you're done slicing your cucumbers and your onions, you're going to basically layer these in the container, one layer of cucumbers, then a layer of onions, and repeat it until you're all done. And then we simply pour the brine over the top of everything into the container. And as this sits here, and I usually will let it sit anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, it tends to compress a little bit, and the tops of those cucumbers will just start being able to get saturated by the brine. And I'll give it a little help here by pushing them down into the brine just to make sure they're getting contact with some of that brine initially. And as we go along here and put these into the refrigerator overnight to let everything kind of get soaked together, they'll tend to condense as well. So here I've got everything ready. I'm going to basically put the lid on it. We're going to put it in the refrigerator, like I said, let it set overnight, and when we take them out the next morning, we'll be ready to put these into the jars. Okay, these are out of the refrigerator the next morning, and they are ready to go into the jars. Simply take a pair of tongs and get a good mix of the cucumbers and onions and place them into each jar. After you're done with that, simply take a small measuring cup and pour the remainder of the brine into each jar until you've got it just maybe a 1/4 inch below the top of the jar. After that, simply place your lids onto the top of each jar, and they're ready to go back into the refrigerator. Now, these are ready to go right off the bat. You can start eating them and enjoying them right away. And like I said before, these will blow you away. These are great by themselves. You can add them to a salad. They're great mixed into a potato salad or possibly a chicken salad. They are just really versatile and extremely delicious. Again, your family, your friends will love getting a jar of these from you. I am going to go ahead and post this recipe on our website, which is www.smokeandgrill.com. You'll see the website again in the credits, but I will post this recipe if you'd like to go and print it out from there rather than having to write it down from the listing at the beginning of this video. Well, I hope you enjoyed this pickle recipe, If you'd like to share a recipe that you have with the rest of us, please do so on the Smoke and Grill message forums, and we will see you next time.